Section 6.4, example 5. We have this funky expression that we're going to plug a matrix into, like as if it's a variable, like as if we're evaluating a variable and plugging a number in for the variable, but in this case it's an entire matrix. So here's a little quadratic expression, c squared minus 5c plus 10 times I sub 2, that identity matrix. And our C matrix is 1, negative 2, 3, 4. So the first thing we can do here is write it out. So I've got my matrix C, 1, negative 2, 3, 4, written here twice, because C squared means multiply it together twice. Then I've got negative 5C with a scalar, negative 5 times matrix C. And then I have the last part here, 10 times the identity matrix, 1, 0, 0, 1. All right, let's go ahead and compute each part. So this part here comes from taking our first row and our first column. 1 times 1 is 1, and negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, and 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Then we do the second column. I'm going to redo this just a little bit here with a separate part and move them around. Okay, so then we take our first row and our second column. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, negative 2 and negative 4 is negative 8, negative 2 and negative 8 is negative 10. Then we have 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 3 is 12, and 3 plus 12 is 15. And then we have 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and 4 times 4 is 16. Negative 6 plus 16 is 10. So that's that part. Then we are going to be, oh, I messed up my, undoing. I had this all set up, so just pop it out. So then we're going to add, I know there's a minus here, but I'm going to add the matrix that comes from multiplying negative 5 through this. So negative 5 times 1, negative 5 times negative 2, negative 5 times 3, negative 5 times 4, and this matrix here. I don't know if you noticed, but these matrices are interesting because they have similar numbers, not entirely the same, not exactly opposite, but it's really going to be fun the way this turns out. Okay, and then our last one, we have 10 times the identity matrix, so that is just 10 where the 1's are and 0's are where the 0's are, because 10 times 1, 10 times 0, 10 times 0, 10 times 1. Okay, now we just add these together in whatever order we want to. You could do it all at once. I just kind of have it written out step by step here. So negative 5 plus negative 5 is negative 10. Negative 10 and 10 is 0. 15 and negative 15 is 0. 10 and negative 20 is negative 10. Add that to our identity matrix times 10, and everything cancels out, and we end up with 0.